So my phone's a bit flat at the moment, so I'm going to just keep it short and just make some scones today, and that's going to be it. So yeah, keep it nice and short, go with the flow. Been a pretty busy morning this morning, so haven't really had time to go live either, but that's all good. So I'll put all the ingredients in the bowl for the scones. So 1.2 kgs of flour, 400 grams of cheese, 400 grams of bacon, and 400 grams of grated butter, plus 20 grams of salt. I don't put too much salt in just because I put bacon, so bacon's quite salty, so don't really need to put that much salt in. And yeah, 60 grams of baking powder. So now I'm just gonna fold all of it together. You don't want to put too much energy in mixing it, you just want everything to be incorporated. Don't really want to work the gluten, so I kind of just fold it. Just keep adding a bit of milk as I go. I don't weigh the milk, I just go by texture. So I don't want it too soft, but I also don't want it too dry. And this should make 16 to 18 scones. Good. Yeah, I think I won't need to add any more milk. That will be it. So now it's just really rolling it out. So these are literally like the best scones you'll ever have. Nice and flaky, full of flavour. We literally sell out in an hour in the mornings. Thing is, if they don't sell out like within the first 2 hours, they tend to slow down, and then you don't really sell many after. In most cases people come in 8 o'clock on the dot, because we open up at 8. They come in and buy scones. 1 scone, 2 scone, 3 scone, 4. Yeah, pretty popular. I just put a bit of flour there. It's probably too much flour, but who knows. I just do everything quite feel, so the dough should just be able to, you should be able to somewhat work it. It shouldn't be too soft, so it should like hold itself. Then so I just roll it from one side to the other side of the bench. It should be about 1 inch thick. When we first started doing these scones like this, I actually didn't like it, but my wife made me do it, so you know, gotta listen to my wife. And they didn't really take off straight away, because we're mainly a donut shop. But after 6 months of doing this day in, day out, they became a staple product. I can literally just make these, and like on the savoury side, and people go crazy for them. Scones and our sausage rolls seem to be pretty popular. Scrolls, I make scrolls, are not actually that popular. So that's the first fold. I do a book fold. There we go. A little bit more flour. Rub it in. You don't want to have chunks of flour because then it creates pockets. You just want nice laminations. Beautiful. So we're getting to the second fold. There we go. So you just want to put a little. You want to put a little bit of flour, so you don't want anything sticking. But you also don't want to have here, like saying, pockets of flour. So you don't want to have chunks of flour. So I just rub the flour in. Go, easy peasy. So that's the second fold. So I do 4 folds in total. Beautiful. And sometimes a little bit of flour here, a little bit of flour there, so then it rolls out onto the flour. Ideally you don't have it sticking. Yeah, get a bit of flour on my shirt. I normally wear an apron, but I couldn't be bothered grabbing one, so I'll just be covered in flour all day. Doesn't bother me. Go. And there we go, that's the third. So then I like to keep everything quite tidy, so also don't like wastage, so I just scrape everything around the sides, all the excess flour. Beautiful. So yeah, just try to get the excess flour so you don't end up with just a big giant pile of flour just sitting there. Cool. So that's the third fold. So then I've just got one more to go after this. Perfect. There we go, that's the third. And then we do then I'm on to the fourth, and that will be it. Sticking. So yeah, I'm getting to the end of this flour. It's probably enough to do the whole job, hopefully. So yeah, just keep slightly adding a little bit of flour from the side as you need to. Try to use all the flour that you've got rather than having wasteful amounts of flour just on the bench, on the floor. So yeah, it gets a little bit harder to roll out as you go because obviously it's all getting folded, the gluten's strengthening. And there we go, that's the fourth. So then I just grab the last little bit of flour I can get on the bench. And from this side, get this flour. Boom. To be honest, I am going to have to grab a little bit more flour, not much, just to sprinkle sprinky dink. I think I'm happy with that. I do find this sticking slightly here, so just put a little bit over there. And there we go, that's the 4 pole. Might need a teensy bit more flour after this, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, slightly getting a bit of stick over here. Didn't quite put enough flour down. But you don't want too much, so a little bit of stick is alright. Yeah, you just try to minimise the flour. It's just messy, unnecessary. Look, it's slightly sticking there. That's okay. There we go. And then that's the last of that. And now it's just rolling it out really. Beautiful. So this is the last roll out. So that's 4 poles in total. Make sure that they're not sticking. Make sure you've not got too much flour. Just put enough. You don't want to have lumps of flour, because then you get the flour pockets. You just want it so it's laminations, but you don't want them giant gaping holes. Just roll this out like that. So yeah, I'm aiming for 16 to 18 scones. That's looking good. Bit of flour, just finish it off. Cool, and that will be all the flour done. So the next step is I just want to cut around the corners, just slightly cut the corners to stop prevent trapping the dough, so when it rises doesn't get caught on the dough and then it lifts up, so then it lifts up like a wedge, where if you cut the corners it will all rise together. And then with all these excess pieces I just use them and make them into a separate scone or two. Just depends on how much excess I've got. Yeah, so I've got a broken corner which is a bit annoying, but the thing is I just put a bit of dough, a little bit of scone dough underneath to bulk it up anyway. So I'm wanting to cut this into thirds. Boom. I just do it all by eye, but I mean you can use a ruler, however you like. I do this every day, so for me, I get a pretty consistent. Never perfect, but you know, perfection is only good for Instagram. So how many I was wanting? About 16. So what I'm going to do is I'll cut this in half. I mucked that up. Damn. I needed to do thirds, not halves. Alright, well, that'll be alright. I'll still cut them, I'll just separate them. Yeah, I don't normally do this size scones, so my math was slightly out. So yeah, looks like I'll get 18 out of this. But yeah, pretty bad. My sizing is actually really bad today. It's actually normally pretty good, to be honest. But this morning, just said I'm doing a bigger scone than normal. The size is slightly out, like like that. But you can put them together. It actually isn't so bad. But these are more the size that I aim for, something like that. So I've got layers in between after folding them like 4 times. So they're pretty beautiful. Literally sell out straight away in the shop every morning. I've got an order for 3 this morning also. But yeah, it's every time I video record, I tend to not get the sizing right. I'm not actually, my brain's somewhere else. So yeah, that's broken in half, but I'll just put them together. They should connect quite nicely, to be honest. A little bit messy, but no one's going to complain. So yeah, I just got a 12 on one tray, and then I'm thinking I'm going to aim for 4 to 5 on the other tray. So yeah, they're a little bit small, but that's alright. I'll put just the dough. So I just grabbed the excess offcuts and just chucked them underneath. Like I do this every day, and they still come out pretty good. They don't come out perfect like these ones. This one will come out like phenomenal, stunning. But these ones will be slightly a little bit tainted, just because of squishing it like that, putting excess dough in it. But I mean, they'll still be absolutely delicious. So yeah, I put so this morning I did 1.2 kgs of flour, 20 grams of salt, 60 grams of baking powder, 400 grams of bacon, 400 grams of grated cheese, and 400 grams of grated butter. Yeah, so I'll get 5, so 17 scones in total from that. They are on the slight bigger side compared to some of the scones that you'd see. Like these will come out like giants. They won't double in size or anything, but they'll come out quite nice. They'll flake up, lots of layers. Yeah, I don't really like handling them like this, because I can see the butter's starting to slowly melt, but that's because I also had it left out for 10 minutes before I did this, because I was frying the donuts. So yeah, it's not like I just make scones. I'm trying to do other jobs at once. So then I just grabbed some bacon. I like to garnish them with bacon on top and cheese. Cheese and bacon scone, so it makes sense. But yeah, literally every day I'll have groups of people come in just for our scones. They don't come in for anything else. One lady comes in every Wednesday and just buys, well, she only buys one, but every Wednesday. So yeah, I fold them 4 times, then I roll them out. So it's kind of like a croissant, but a scone. Lots of cheese. And then after I do this, I will be waiting. I wait about 10 minutes, and then I'll be baking them. So it's a pretty easy thing. It just takes time, and I do them every day, and yet I still muck up. Like that sizing was pretty bad, but it is what it is. Here we go. Beautiful. Pretty consistent. There we go, and then just rest for 10 minutes. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. My phone's running flat. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.